the scoop. Hey, what's up? This is your girl Ashley Marie, and you're tuned into The Scoop, your one stop for all things love, lifestyle, and relationships on MorrisMediaLive.com.
I said, welcome to the school. You know it's time to tune in. You gotta tell all your friends, girl, welcome to the school. You know it's time to tune in. You better tell all your friends, homie, welcome to the school. The time is now, tune in. You better buzz in your friends, y'all, welcome to the school. Gather round, tune in. Now let the show begin. Hey, look, it's time to tune in. If you not, then you faking it. The best topics, love, lifestyle, and relationships. The dopest host in the world, Ashley Marie, holding it down from 7:30 to the 9:00 p.m. You better tell a friend every Wednesday night, cause you know she going in. They breaking the hottest artist in the game right now. No competition, so she in her own lane right now. You need the latest and the greatest, somebody that's gonna debate it. Well, we got it on lock, I know they hate it. So you can learn a lot if you choose to pay attention. We talk world news, sports, don't let me fail to mention how to get your money right, so you can live a lovely life. Call in and get you some advice. It's not a game no more, we taking over the airwaves. MorrisMediaLive.com to catch the replay of clean. You know it's time to tune in. You gotta tell all your friends, girl, welcome to the school. You know it's time to tune in. You better tell all your friends, homie, welcome to the school. The time is now, tune in. You better buzz in your friends, y'all, welcome to the school. Gather round, tune in. Now let the show begin.
What's up, you guys? Happy Wednesday, and welcome to The Scoop. I am your host, Ashley Marie. Super crazy show today. I'm so excited to have our special guest in studio. We have actor, comedian, Mr. Aaron Edwards Hall. I have to make sure I say the whole name. Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got to say the whole thing.
We could say that. This guy has done it all. He's an actor. He's a comedian. He's done theater. He's done TV. He shared the stage with Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Dane Cook. So he's doing the damn thing.
I'm trying to do
to say
it,
the
man.
least.
Absolutely.
Welcome to The Scoop.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How's your day going?
My day is wonderful. Great Wednesday.
As I was doing my research, I was like, damn, I know I've seen him perform before.
Really?
Yeah. Saw you at church.
Where at?
At City of Refuge.
Oh, you go to City?
Yeah, sometimes I go.
Okay.
So I've seen
sometimes
you.
Easter and
Easter, Christmas.
No, yeah, I used to all the time in the city.
Yeah, I saw you. It was actually years ago,
Right.
but it jogged my memory. I was like, oh yeah, I remember him.
Okay, well, look at it.
And it was actually really funny.
Well, I appreciate it.
And very, very seldomly do you have like clean comedy that's actually funny and not corny. So
a lot of people say that.
Yeah,
That's
you
funny.
did. You did that. You
I
did that very
appreciate
well.
it.
Yeah. So I'm excited to have you. We're going to learn more about your journey and what you have going on. You have some exciting projects.
Yeah.
That I'm excited to talk about. So yeah, welcome to The Scoop, Mr. Aaron Edwards Hall.
Thank you once
And
again.
another funny thing, when I was making your flyer, it initially said Aaron Hall.
Did it?
Yeah, and I was like,
I was
no,
gonna sing.
that's not right. That's not right. This is not the R&B singer.
You don't want that.
We
You
gotta
don't want
add
me to do that.
we gotta add the Edwards in there. So yeah, I had to fix that.
Yeah, and I have it. Well, long short story. Aaron Edwards. Edwards is my mother's maiden name,
Okay.
but her and my pops was beefing when I was born.
Oh.
So she was being ornery, and she kept Edwards and not Hall. And then, but my pops was like my best friend. Been there since day one.
Yeah.
And so because they were beefing, that ain't my problem.
Right.
I told them before I make a major life change like marriage or a child, I'll add Hall. And so, but now people think I took my wife's name. They're like, "What would you take that?" Because I was Aaron Edwards forever.
You never see. You very
30
seldom
years.
see that. You very seldom see like a guy with two last names.
Right,
That's
exactly.
usually something you see with women after they get married.
Exactly.
But yeah.
And then I keep it as Aaron Edwards Hall. Well, it sounds good. It sounds like I'm a star.
Right.
That's what it sounds like.
Right.
But also, I don't want to be mistaken with Aaron. Every time when I was a kid and people would, like, when I'm with my dad, they call me Aaron Hall.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, "Can you sing?" And just tease me. And they still do it as an adult.
Can you sing?
No. I can hold a note in the back.
In the In the back?
The men's choir.
Oh, you got to go way.
You can blend. You can blend well.
Well, thanks so much again for coming on The Scoop. Welcome to my co-host, Mr. Neesin.
I wasn't going to say anything to like,
no,
weird. That's why I'm like, I can't join in. I can't jump in.
No, you can. I'm going to introduce you.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to jump in yet until you say so. I was just like,
tag, you're in. Welcome to The Scoop.
That Aaron Hall story was funny.
Thank you, brother.
No problem. Couldn't say it then, but I said it now.
Now you can say it.
Yeah.
What you been up to?
Getting ready to start casting for this film this weekend.
Okay.
So, been pretty not sleeping and busy. And then buying books. Yeah, like I've been on my trying to realign again.
Good.
Trying to get right. So
good for you. What are you reading now?
Right now, it's
what's the book of the week?
This one is 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra.
Okay.
I bought also Big Magic.
Okay.
And then I bought Journey of Souls as well. Journey of Souls, that's kind of the one I'm anxious to read.
I'm a big fan of self-help books, so I love those kind of books.
What's your favorite one?
I read a lot of Joyce Myers.
Joyce is tough.
Yeah, I like her, and I read, of course, Joel Osteen.
Mm-hmm. He'll make you happy.
Yeah, he does. He makes you feel.
He's a little too cookie cutter for me.
But he's so sweet, and then he smiles all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't
and friends.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel discouraged,
it's too not real life for me. Like
no, I feel like it's
his life.
It's his life.
He preaches in a dome. Tides are great.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Everything's amazing. It's amazing.
Right. So he's living well. He's living real well in Houston.
So.
I've been to his church once.
Have you? Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I've also been to Potter's House, which I really enjoy.
I went there before.
Every time I go to Dallas, I have to go to Potter's House.
You go. It's a hike from wherever you at.
Yes, no matter where you park.
Nowhere.
No matter where you park, you hike into the sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and I like TD Jakes' material too.
Most powerful speaker in the game. Period.
I don't know how he's that that man is
that boy good.
That boy good. Mm-hmm. He's really good. He's really good. So, well, I'm glad you're realigning. So, give me one spiritual law you've learned.
I just started. It's the law of potentiality. So it just has to do a lot with basically being still, not closing the gap of, because I've been in this weird place creatively. So I've been super creative, but I've been so super creative where I get frustrated with a lot of things, and I get so cloudy. Like I normally don't sleep, but last night I only slept for like an hour, just up trying to figure out what more I can do. So that's why I went to the bookstore today just to buy these books that I was referred to, that somebody referred to me. So this one right now is talking about not squeezing the gap of basically, being still, letting your divine power inside of you just speak to you. Have that silence and stuff. Stuff I already know, but just to get the reassurance, get a different take on it. Different spin on it, those things. So far it's good. Like I haven't been able to put it down. Obviously, I've been reading it. But the Journey of Souls book is crazy because it's about this guy. He did experiments on 29 people, and he basically put them in this unconscious state, and they were able to relive their past lives and them passing and them being reborn and then passing, and they were able to track it. Like, oh wow, like they said the name and everything, and went back and looked it up, and so it's based off a real story, real thing. It was a guy's journal.
Sunken place,
pretty much, yeah. So like I'm kind of, that's why I'm saving that one for last, just because it gets real deep. Yeah, it gets real deep, but it's supposed to what the book is supposed to do is supposed to help you just live your life now and be able to get in touch with your inner soul and your inner light and be able to just live that journey. And sometimes I just get so busy and I get so caught up in something not happening and this is not working, blah, blah, blah. Like, how can I fix this? How can I do this? All this stuff on my plate. And I forget that, like, you have a life. Right. You know, like this, everything is great because you're alive right now.
Amen to that.
Enjoy that. So,
and don't forget about Mother's Day this weekend. Don't forget about.
I didn't. I'm cooking for my mom. I'm going to cook for her. Yeah,
right. So, that sounds good.
That's what's up. I'm gonna send my mama the money.
The money.
Yeah, she don't want nothing else.
But she only wants the money.
Better not send no candy, no flowers. My mama want the money. You understand? She don't want no band cards.
Yeah,
it's got to have something slip out of it with 9 numbers.
She's gonna open it like this,
right? So I will be sending that.
Make it rain. That's right.
That's what's up. I wish I could give my mama money. She'll look at me crazy.
Aww, that's so sweet.
That's
so sweet.
I wish I could cook for my mom.
She'd be like, yeah,
keep some of that money in your pocket.
Yeah. So where that money at?
You guys are crazy. I've just been this week trying to recenter, refocus, get back on track with life.
From the trip, huh?
From my trip, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's always so hard to get back into the swing of things after vacation. So.
Well, I see you got your water here. You know?
I know. I've been eating so bad the past few days, so I'm trying to get back on track today.
That's opposite.
I had really healthy oatmeal for breakfast, and I had a great salad for lunch.
What is really healthy oatmeal?
It's
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
It's not like the Quaker's oatmeal with the brown sugar stuff in it. It's like honey oat something.
So you had like granola oatmeal?
It was all organic.
Maple.
Right.
No, I didn't do that.
Did you cut up this?
It's so good.
Cut up the fruit and put it in or something? Or?
No, that's too much work. Like for a weekday. For a weekday, that's too much work. For the weekend, maybe, but not for the weekday.
It's literally like 3 more minutes than
that I don't have.
It's literally while the oatmeal's warming up, you could cut the fruit.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. But you had really healthy oatmeal. Shout out to that.
I had really healthy oatmeal.
Shout out to the really healthy.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. At any rate, like I said, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into The Scoop, your one stop for all things love, lifestyle, and relationships. We have actor, comedian Aaron Edwards Hall here in studio. Mm-hmm. We're going to take a quick break and be back with The Scoop from this young man. He's going to tell us what he has going on.
Yeah.
We have Khalid with Location. Y'all know about this song?
Khalid.
With Location.
I'll hear it and I'll know then.
I'm sure you've heard it. It's a cute song.
Oh yeah.
You know the song, right?
Okay.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Scoop, you guys. That was Khalid with Location. Love that song. Super cute. Yeah, nice song. I've been into like mellow music lately. I was just telling the guys on break. I'm all into Sabrina Claudio right now, and Ella May. She's pretty dope too. And just for once, I don't think Neesin knows who I'm talking about.
I know the Claudio one. I don't know Ella May.
Oh, you know Sabrina Claudio?
Yeah, but I don't know Ella May. I mean, I may know a song, but I don't know the name.
She's pretty, and I think she's pretty popular. Well, she's gaining her popularity. She has a song called like 10,000. She's got a song called Layup, and she has like top producers on her album. So she's got DJ Mustard. She's got like some big names.
Yeah, I'll check it out. You said Ella May?
Mm-hmm. Ella May. Mm-hmm. And Sabrina Claudio. But really on Sabrina Claudio because I feel like she's the underdog, but she's super talented.
Yeah, I heard her stuff before.
Speaking of someone being super talented, we're hanging out with Aaron Edwards Hall, actor, comedian.
Yeah,
here on The Scoop.
Make me feel good.
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, that's what it's about. You've, like I said earlier, you've done a lot of stand-up comedy. Obviously,
I have.
You've shared the stage with Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Dane Cook. Mm-hmm. You've done TV, you've done theater, and like I said, stand-up. So how did you get started? Like, where did this all start? Where did Mr. Aaron Edwards Hall get his start?
Well, I moved out here
from
actually straight from Orlando. I'm originally from St. Louis and Dallas area, but on the east side of St. Louis. So is
that a good area?
No.
Oh, okay.
East St.
I feel like the east side of any
I'm
city
right outside of it, but it's like basically St. Louis is always number 1 through 3 on the murder charts in the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's not even that many people.
Is that like where Nellie's from?
No, Nellie's on the St. Louis side, so they call us river rats. It's basically, yeah. So I mean, there's not much better over there.
Okay,
whatever.
Is that across the tracks?
It's one of those mentalities. So I was in Orlando actually doing an internship for Disney.
Aww.
Yeah, and it was no awe about it though. I thought like, oh, it's gonna be lame. I'm going in here. No, it was
a lot of work.
No, it was just ridiculous. The apartment complex I was staying in was a number 2 complex behind the Playboy Mansion to get laid at.
Whoa!
I had no idea. So parents out there sending your kids to Disney for an internship because you think it's going to be a magical time. Oh, it's going to be magical.
It's going to be magical.
It was magic.
What did you, what did you get into?
Or
who?
So, hilarious. No, so luckily because I played ball in college, so I couldn't go during school, but they have a thing where if you're 6 months outside of college, you can go.
Okay.
So I went in, quote unquote, grown compared to the sophomores and stuff. So I was focused on trying to get a professional internship. So you go. The first internship is whatever they want you to do. You could be in a character outfit, all kind of stuff.
No.
But I told them, I was like, I'm not coming if I got to be outside. She was like, well, it's random. I said, listen to me.
Listen to me.
I'm going to be a college graduate. I'm not coming unless. So turns out I got to do front desk at the Contemporary Resort.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Yeah,
right?
That's not bad.
Which is cool. And so it was good. I found out that Disney is not actually a vacation for the parents. When I would check people in, you have to say, have a magical day, right? And all that. So I was really smart aleck about it. 3 days later, you see them dragging in with their kids crying and screaming. So I'll be like, hi, Miss Parker, are you still having a magical day?
Oh,
and they'd be like, they just look at me.
Right. Does it look like this is magical?
Yeah. So I networked my way into a professional internship, and then I networked my way out here at Disneyland to sell Disney's Vacation Club.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm a part of. Shut up.
Yeah, I came, did the interview, got the job, and I wanted to be out here so I can act. And I came, and I was at Disney for a month and a half because they lied to me about everything. Yeah, told me every like she basically was like, yeah, you're gonna make like $14 an hour plus commission, and you know when you're like right out of college, it's like $29,000, $32,000. It's like okay, fine, but I was making $11 hot dollars, and actually $11.15 to be exact. And I was like, hey, I need a raise or I have to quit. And she came back with $11.21.
No.
I gave her my letter that day.
Oh, no. That's insulting.
Yeah, it is. It is. So from there, I was broke for like 7 months out here in L.A. I only had my great aunt and uncles and all that. Had to find my way out here. Ended up getting into medical device sales. Oh. And so I was doing that. But before medical devices, I was trying to act, but I was modeling. I don't really like talking about it.
Why don't we have pictures of these modeling pictures?
Well,
what type of modeling was you doing?
10 years ago. No, I mean, just regular high fashion. Like that's when I had my cheekbones popping back then, all that stuff. But I found out that the modeling game dudes are going.
What do you mean?
The casting couch is not just for women.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And I said, this is not for me.
Oh.
But luckily I got training and found out from good people that weren't trying to take advantage of me. So I was like, nah, I'm good. And actually God called me out. Like I think he saw where that path led and was like business and ministry. And so for like 4 or 5 years, I just sold medical devices. Did really well. And in that time, he opened up the doors for comedy, which I wasn't really paying attention to. Like I'd done some like Mr. Cougar show. Like that was our mascot in college. So I'd go up, do a set. But then I got into comedy and loved it.
So you talk about I guess you call it a divine moment that you had.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of opened up the door for you or made you want to pursue comedy. So tell us about that divine moment. What was that about?
Well, it's funny because a lot of the divine moments that happen, there was already preparation before then. Mm-hmm. So, like I was a really good kid as a child, never disobeyed my parents. The only thing I remember disobeying was sneaking to watch Def Comedy Jams at like 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
But at 5 years old, I understood it like an adult, like premise, punchline, everything. Mm-hmm. And I would be in there laughing hard at the right times.
Yeah.
And so I had an inkling for it then. And then in college, I'll never forget, God woke me up and said, go write. And I wrote a 15-minute set in 15 minutes, which it takes like forever to write 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And like a couple years until you really get good at it and know what you're doing. And I almost made Coming to the Stage just on a whim.
Okay, yeah, because you did that. You did Coming to the Stage.
Yeah, well, I didn't make that one, but the audition was thousands of people.
Oh, okay.
And I almost made the showcase just on some like, oh, yeah, I'll go up there. And I did that set and beat out comics that have been in the game for like 20 years. Yeah. So it was him showing me, like, I have something for you. But I was like, I want to go act because I'm going to get all the women, get all the money. That's all I thought. I had no purpose for it. Stupid. Yeah. And then when the door opened in comedy for me here, and I took it serious, I actually started at a place called First Fridays. I don't know if you ever heard of it. First Fridays, a cat named Kelvin Truitt does it, and his wife, now, Danielle Truitt, is the lead on the show Rebel.
Oh, wow.
The sister with the hair. Yeah. But it all started there, which was crazy. And when I got serious about it, oddly enough, I wasn't funny anymore for a while because I took it serious, and now the pressure was there. But when I first started, stand and nose. My first 2 sets ever, stand and nose, because I could care less. Then I got serious. I was like, I suck. Right?
Maybe that kind of dampened your creative flow.
What, sucking?
No, just being serious about it.
That's crazy. That's what I'm
overthinking it.
Yeah, overthinking it. Exactly. Overthinking it. And the whole struggle in comedy is to get back to the place where you're not thinking about it.
Yeah.
You're just going. And so from there, I was funny some nights, funny, not funny others. So I took David Arnold's class. I took his inaugural comedy class.
Wow.
And it helped me tremendously. That's a great class now that people are taking. And he got me comfortable with silence and like how to write from my life. And then once I took that class, like because I played ball and I was a point guard, I'm used to taking orders and just taking what people say and doing it. And I took what he said, did it, and it put me like years ahead of where I should have been. Because I just listened, like, oh, Dave said don't do that, so I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to do this. And then from there, I got on the road on tour with Earthquake, and 3 years in the game.
Wow.
And they were telling me, like, yo, do not tell him how long you've been doing it. Right. And so I didn't until I was, like, in. And then one day, Quake was like, well, how long you been doing it, Young?
Young.
Yeah, that's what Young.
I used to like him a lot on Comic View.
Yeah, I was like, 3 years. And he just looked at me for, like, a strong 10 seconds. We were, like, in Miami. We were somewhere, man, like, on tour. And then he said, huh. And that was it. I was already in, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
it was too late.
Yeah, so I had been there and then Japan and all over. And then oddly enough, like, I got off the road and I figured out through touring. I learned so much through rocking with Quake, man. I'm so appreciative of him. But I learned through touring that it's not about you being funny. Like, it's a notoriety thing. And so if people don't know your face, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
And so then, 2 years ago, I would say I started getting serious about acting and writing. And I was like, all right, how else? Because the formula is not like it used to be. It used to be you're a host, then you're a feature, then you're a headline. There was like a formula all the way from like the 80s through 70s through now until Twitter and YouTube and Instagram got popping. Now, how many followers do you have?
Right.
We'll book you.
Right.
I'm like, really?
Right. Yeah,
I was working to get funny, but glass half full, everybody can get it now.
Yeah.
So now I'm working with that pen and the pad. And like I said, everything starts when you're young. I forgot about my writing But from kindergarten through second grade, I won the Young Arthur Award 3 years in a row. That's like a statewide competition of kids writing stories. Wow. And I won until third grade when my mom tried to help me.
Mom.
Parents, stay away. Just let your kid do that.
Let your kid flourish.
What did she do? She just tried to add a little flavor to it?
Yeah, she added some adult flavor to my kid's story. And they
always try to do that. They always try to do that. Let me read it. Nah, I need to say this.
And then he did her wrong. What?
Yeah.
You know,
That's so funny. That's cool. So speaking of like Instagram and social media, everyone's doing like the videos now. You have something that you have going on that you post on social media. You have the good news, GNN, right?
Yeah. That's the hashtag. Because unfortunately, the people that have good news have one picture up.
Okay.
Ugh.
Makes you mad.
Doesn't just make you mad?
Makes you mad.
Yo,
that means one day somebody, I got a great idea. Right. I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah. Right. So what is this one? What is Good News about?
So Good News actually derives from my mother-in-law.
Okay.
My mother-in-law we were talking, because news is so negative. Everything about it is negative, and it's really done like that by design to keep our alert levels and everything, just anxiety through the roof, so they can keep getting money off these meds. But oh yeah. So she was like, I wish there was a station with just nothing but good news, and the light just went off. I was
like, right.
I was like, yo, we got to do like a series where it's all good news topics, but we still deliver it kind of in the same negative way that regular newscasters do it. Right. So we find nothing but good news topics and pretty much make a mockery of them.
Really? Yeah. Okay, so can you give me like an example of one?
Okay, so one, a cop showed up for a noise violation and in Florida and ended up salsa dancing with the people. So instead of, you know what I mean? So he was hitting the salsa with them and having fun. And so we'll do it. So I'll come in like, cop ends up going to a house to arrest them, but ends up salsa dancing. And then they'll jump in like, oh, that's amazing. But then I'll flip it because my character is like, what was that movie back in the day? Living Large.
Okay. Like
the sellout newscaster that's like turned. So I was like, see, this false narrative that's been going on that cops are running around shooting people. What? And then my other news, she's like, what? They have been. I'm like, no, this shows us cops don't shoot. They boogie. And then we like keep going. And it's just a whole bunch of like just good news, but we just make a mess of it with the characters. But the point is, the news that we get needs to be good.
Yeah. No, that's really positive. I like that. And then you also do like a 10 to 15 minute word called Wednesday Word. So you did one today.
I did.
What was that? So what is Wednesday Word about?
Wednesday
Word.
What
can we expect listeners to
it's like a 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 minute word that I give.
What?
I don't know, man. I just get going. It's so hard. To do it in 10 minutes. But
what do you talk about?
It's something that God challenged me to do like a year or two ago. And I struggled so deeply with condemnation through my life. Like I grew up old school Pentecostal. So like you do wrong, like you going to hell right now.
Like right now.
Right now. So I've always got this thing where I had this thing where I would feel unworthy to serve or to do what God is telling me to do because of, I'm messed up or I'm sin, right? So I started a couple years ago, and then I just started that whole not feeling worthy thing.
Yeah.
And I've gotten over that, man. And I'm just like, if I rob a bank Thursday, if they let me out of jail, I'm right back on air on Wednesday, right? Because it's about you serving and doing what you're supposed to do, and then you allow God to take care of the rest. Right. And so Wednesday Word is simply a short Bible study on topics that, not necessarily some hot topics or just really whatever God puts in my spirit to talk about, and just hit it. And the way I do it is not like, we do go to the Bible, of course, we do that, but I make it practical for you to understand it like I'm talking to you right now. So last week was Tides.
Tides?
Yeah, people start dropping off that one real quick.
I don't wait, you saw the views on there?
Yeah, the views was dwindling fast.
You talking about money? Gotta go.
This week, I talked about spiritual warfare. Like there's a war going on and people don't really realize it because we kind of either... A lot of people don't believe in the spirit realm, that we wrestle against flesh and blood.
Spirit realm is very real.
Right. Or people, it's desensitized now. Like every show, every movie that comes out has something to do with demons and devils. Every shirt has a skull on it or something. So we think like it's not real, but the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy, right? So he ain't playing with you, and that's what I'm trying to get people to know through that one. So it's just, I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about next week. I just kind of meditate on it and then go, and then
it comes to you. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So, and like I said earlier, I did see you at church do your stand-up thing.
Oh, yeah.
So that was pretty
Bishop
cool.
Noel Jones.
Yeah.
God bless you.
I know. Oh, that's what you did. That was so funny. You impersonated him. And it was so spot on. Do it a little bit.
It so long.
Do it.
God bless you. This is the Bishop Noel Jones, and sometimes I have the proclivity to say things like proclivity because that's my prerogative.
Bishop sound like he got a pack of cigarettes in his throat.
That's my prerogative.
He does. You sound just like him.
Great man.
He is. He's a great speaker.
Yeah.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we take a quick break? We're going to get into LMA. I was just telling you guys about her.
Okay.
This is Who Knew from LMA. She's a Brit.
Oh, I know this song.
Yeah. See?
No, I don't.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to The Scoop. That was Miss Ella May with Who Knew. She's a British gal. I've just kind of discovered her, not just discovered her music. I've been on her for a few months now. But
I like British.
You like Brits?
The British are taking over. Did you watch the MTV Awards?
They are.
Like everybody's British.
Everybody's British, right?
The dude on Get Out is British.
Oh yeah. That come out saying talking in like that get roles in English accents.
Right.
So now Americans got to go over there with British accents.
No, they make fun of us over there.
Yeah, they would know. Our accents suck. Our British accents suck.
Hello.
That's like Australian.
I don't know.
Hello,
governor.
That's kind of awesome.
A Brit actually told me the reason why Americans mess up British accents because the accents are monotone, and so with Americans we always talk with inflections.
Yeah.
And so when we try to do it, and I was like, like I get it,
nice.
like everything's monotone, and she was like, yeah, and
that's
I was like,
true.
I was like, just like your weather.
Hilarious. That is pretty funny.
But
that's so true. I had teammates from Australia and Britain, and that's true. Richard Wellings. Is that not a
British name? So British.
Wellings is a distinguished gentleman name.
Yeah.
Distinguished.
Was he distinguished?
Not really.
No. A little thoughtish. No,
she said, nah, not really. I mean, he was on a basketball team. Come on. Come on. I mean, let's be real.
All right. Well, we're back here in studio with actor, comedian, Mr. Aaron Edwards Hall.
AEH.
AEH.
Sounds like a wrestler name.
Aaron Edwards Hall?
It does
no, AEH. But yeah,
that does sound kind of wrestlish.
Yeah, breastlish. You just made up a name. You just made up a word.
I did
just right now.
Anyway,
that does not exist.
Anyways, this guy's been doing it all. We have some clips that I want to share.
Pull some clips.
Yeah, let's pull some clips of your stand-up work. We're gonna play. Here we go. Boom.
Got my friends in town. Just had a baby shower. About to be a parent. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Her due date is July 4th, Independence Day. The day I go in bondage. 18 to life. That's wild, man. And the funny thing is I'm learning, like, once you are about to have a child, nobody cares about you anymore. You could be talking to your friends. They'd be like, how you doing, man? It's tough out here. I'm struggling, man. gotta pay this rent. They'd be like, okay, well, what's the address to the baby shower? Because we're gonna get the baby something. I don't know about that rent, but oh, okay. Well, you know the lights though. It's tough to keep the lights on. Well, we'll get the baby some lights and put it around. She seems to be the only responsible person in the house. It is real when you have a kid, man. For real. And I'm also celebrating 8 years. I've been out last week, made 8 years that I've been in LA. Last week, yeah. That's an accomplishment, y'all. Who else is not from here? Who's not from LA? Make some noise. Yeah. So y'all know exactly what it is. You get here thinking like, oh, I'm about to live the dream. I'm gonna do it. The first thing they tell you when you get here, rent $2,300. Like what? You know what I can get with I'm from East St. Louis. Anybody heard of East St. Louis, man? Yes. St. Louis. Okay. All right. See you on the other side. Yes. And just so y'all don't know this, but St. Louis people have the nerve to not like East St. Louis people. Yeah, like they better than us. It's like the difference between Lancaster and Palmdale. The same thing. Nobody wants to be there. The same exact thing. So it's an accomplishment, man. Because I don't know if y'all understand. You know what you can do with $2,300 back where I'm from? For real, back in East, you can get a 5-bedroom house with a theater room in it, a Benz outside, and a wife that loves you. You understand? You can't get a girlfriend out here if they don't eat tuxedo cookies. For real. It's a lot, man.
$2,300. You can get all that.
That's facts, though.
Yes, 23. You could get more than that. Mm-hmm. 2 mortgages.
That's facts.
My boy has a 5-bedroom with a basement and a beautiful cul-de-sac. They pay like $1,100-1,200 a month.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Must be nice.
It'd be making me sick when I be looking at other places like their rent and cost of living.
Mm-hmm. They living good too.
Man.
You go visit your boys and they like, yeah, kick back on the big chair.
I know.
Yeah. Like, man, I'm out here struggling. Just 'cause I'm trying to live this dream.
But they got tornadoes, so I'm not mad. You know?
So was your baby really due on
She was
July?
due on the 4th.
July
She
4th?
Stayed up in that thing until the 13th.
Oh,
She
wow.
did?
Yeah, she wasn't playing. So
And how old is she now?
she'll be 3 and on the 13th.
Congratulations.
Aww.
Yeah, she is incredible. Like, I mean, just running around talking like she understands like an adult. It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't walk until she was 18 months though. Like,
Okay.
we were really nervous. Like, oh shoot, we got somebody to help. Like, and just as it's almost like she knew we were getting somebody to help. She's like, oh, I better start walking. Start walking.
Aww.
But she's like more mentally developed. Like
Yeah.
like she's 4 or something.
Yeah.
So I'll take that.
That's dope.
That's
take
a
that.
blessing. So you've had a few Mother's Days that you've gone through with your wife.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what are your Mother's Day tips for the guys?
For the guys, I mean,
How do you make your wife feel special on Mother's Day?
it's really all about what your wife likes. I mean, it's not about you. So it would be different for everyone. My wife is really simple. Mm-hmm. She's like a steak and potatoes type person. She's from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
You know, I got to say PA because there is a Pittsburgh, California. But she...
Really?
Nobody claims
Yeah,
that.
there is. I didn't know that until somebody's like, California. I said, no, Pittsburgh. California. I said, no.
No, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
And who says
claims that?
I
That's like
know.
saying Paris.
Right.
Like, California. No,
Paris.
Paris, France.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. So, she, you know, we just pretty much, we go out to eat, chill out, hang out. My wife likes to basically watch Steelers games, which I have to compromise because I'm a Cowboys fan.
What?
Oh, my God.
So, it's a house divided.
Yeah.
She likes to watch the Steelers game and go to movies and eat popcorn.
So
And,
I
like-
got a chance to meet your wife the other night.
Yeah.
What was that, last weekend? A couple weekends
couple
ago.
weekends.
Yeah, and you guys were headed to a movie.
She's really chill.
yeah,
we,
she was super chill.
she's super chill.
Where'd you guys meet?
We actually met on set.
Wow.
She was playing my girlfriend.
Ooh.
And we were doing this pilot with Dan Lauria. So I'm like, you know, the dad from Wonder Years. He's on a lot of stuff. So I'm like, oh, man, this is it. I'm about to take off. And me and the director didn't see eye to eye on it. And I mean, I wasn't as experienced as I am now anyway. But come to find out he liked my wife too.
Ooh.
So we had posted a picture on the gram, and that was pretty much it. I didn't get the video. I didn't get anything, but I did get a wife. So I won.
You won.
I won that. I should have invited him to the wedding.
You should have.
You should have. So how did? That's messy.
I know.
How did you? Oh, I want to dig into that more, but I'm trying not to be messy.
No, go ahead.
How did you find out that he liked your wife? Like, what happened?
She told me. Oh. She's like really sure. She was like, "Yeah, I think he likes me." Took me to this some spot, and like we were supposed to talk about the role, and we didn't talk about the role.
He was trying to.
Yeah,
he was trying to find out how he could.
Yeah, you know, that's what.
But you already had that in the bag. You didn't know. So you didn't know.
I didn't know.
Did you have it in the bag?
Oh,
you didn't know at the time.
No, actually, when we met, basically that day, I was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm performing at the Improv tonight, so come through." Mm-hmm. And she was the only one that came of the cast and crew.
Dope.
And I remember hiding when I saw her because I didn't have money at the time, and I was like, "If she's not on the guest list, I'm not paying," because I didn't know her. I'm not paying.
Right.
So I just hid around the corner.
Did she? So she paid to get in. She paid for herself.
No, she was on the guest list, I guess. But I wasn't gonna have no parts of it.
Yeah.
I'm not that dude. I'm not spending on you. If I'm not invested, not doing it. We will go to Starbucks. But when I'm invested, I'll take you anywhere.
Wait, okay. So we've talked about this so many times on the show.
We have.
How guys, I say these new school guys, younger men, don't like to. I don't know. You guys like to go on these pre-dates before you actually start dating. Y'all like to hit Starbucks, like to hit these little coffee shops first before you actually take a girl on a date.
I mean, honestly,
that's crazy to me.
Cats don't be having money. To be honest,
that's crazy to me. I don't. Neesin and I have this discussion. I wouldn't deal. I don't deal with that.
If he wants,
I've never had to. I've never had to deal with that. I'll put it that way.
You date ballers.
I've never had to deal with that. So,
but what would be
but it's
wrong?
so crazy. It's so crazy to me.
Hey, let's meet at Starbucks and just
not for a first date. Not for a first date.
What if he didn't consider it a date? What if it was like, hey, I had a great conversation with you.
No, my thing is if you want to take me out to get to know me.
Crustacean.
No, I'm letting her dig it. I'm letting her dig her hole in.
Take me, that's fine. It's not a hole. It's my reality.
So where's your first date? Where do you have to go? Reality. You got to go to Crustacean.
I've been to Crustaceans on first dates. I've been to Mastros. I've been to. I just don't do.
And how'd those relationships work out?
Fine.
Still dealing?
Really?
Yes.
So you did all these first dates?
No, not first dates, but just dates.
No, but you said we talk about first dates.
No, just like. What I mean is like in the beginning, like first dates.
No, first date.
Oh, well, yeah. Where was our first date? It was in Marina Del Rey. It was at this nice restaurant in Marina Del Rey. After that, it was Mastro's, Morton's.
Yeah, well, that's nice, but I feel
Chris.
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to technically.
I'm not doing that.
My thing is, no, you don't have to. But my thing is, I don't understand how guys now think it's okay to take women on these pre-dates before you start dating.
Okay, so here's my
go ahead.
Here's my
break
thing.
It down.
Right. What'd you say? I feel like these dates to Starbucks, that's a pre-date.
Oh, we gonna be on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look,
yes,
it's not even about a pre-date per se, right? It's not that. Like, one, girls, you said guys nowadays, women nowadays are so. I'm going to play the field. I'm going to date. I'm going to spend all this time with all these different guys. So if I did take a girl to Maestros or to Crustaceans or whatever, I'm just another number. I'm just another free meal until you finally decide to say, okay, I'm going to take this guy serious. And now now I spent all this money and all this time trying to win you away from something that I don't, when you're away from your dating life or whatever the case may be, when it's supposed to be like, look, if we connect and have that vibe, that coffee shop date or that whatever date, that's just to build and see if we have a vibe. If we have that vibe and it's there, if that connection
why
is there,
can't that be done at Mastro's? Why can't that first
why
date?
would we want to do that?
No, I'm just saying. Okay, let me say this.
That's why.
why are we taking? Why are we taking that?
It doesn't matter. Let me say this. It really doesn't matter. But my whole thing is put in some effort. Like, don't take. Like, I wouldn't want to deal with somebody that's like took me. Like, you gonna take me to a coffee shop?
Okay.
First of all, effort to me is time. Like, if you're giving me your time and I'm giving you your time, no,
it's planning.
See, you didn't do your love language test, did you yet, huh?
What my love language is?
Yeah, you didn't do it.
Exactly.
That's one of my languages.
She got 12 on gifts. 12.
Oh, that means all of them.
12. All of them. 12 on gifts.
All on gifts, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's just
There's nothing wrong with it.
That also means you would be happy with if somebody picked you up, took you to the beach and walked and gave you some flowers.
And I appreciate that as well. But that's my point. That's my point. Like, put in some effort. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a lavish restaurant, but it wouldn't hurt.
But why? See that? Why does he need to put in the effort?
No, he does absolutely. So, like, when my guy and I first started dating,
I think it's the first time she actually claimed that she had a guy. But continue. Go ahead, guys. Yep, that was the first time.
When we first started dating, we think we went on a date or two, and it was just like at that point it was like, okay, I'm serious about pursuing you, but I don't do distractions. And I feel like if a man knows, so this is to rebuttal what you said about not wanting to invest all this money up front, trying to get her attention off of the other guys and onto yours. If you set that expectation, like, hey, I want to see you and I don't want any distractions, and I feel like if she does the same thing for you, then you guys can, get to know one another during whatever time frame you need to get to know.
But you're $1,600 in, buddy. That's rent.
Okay. So I completely I understand that. It's just the fact of dating in LA. Somebody said a quote like, dating in LA, you have to have enough money to distract a woman from her goals. And I was like, damn, that's like the truest shit. Just because you have all these things going on. It may be, and I'm not saying like guys or whatever the case may be, but you may have guys, you may have, jobs, you may have hobbies, you may have trying to get this off, blah, 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 blah. You're doing all these things. And I have to distract you with
with your time,
let's go.
Planning.
I mean, time. That's a given. Like I'm going to do that, but you're saying distract you with, hey, look, let's go have this $500, $600 dinner real quick.
Who has $500, $600 dinners? I've never had a $600 dinner.
It can add up.
It can add up.
It can add up. How many plates you had at Katsuya? What is it called? Katsuya?
Yeah. I haven't been to Katsuya in
that's easy for 100 if you
he don't care about you.
No, I've been there. I haven't been there in so long though. Katsuya is kind of like.
I used to go to.
Wait. You see this? You see this?
That's kind of.
No, I'm just saying.
But that's what
I used to take my doctors there all the time.
Your doctor?
Yeah, when I sold medical devices.
Yeah.
And then the staff, they would get.
That's a nice business spot. Yeah,
$1,100 bill. Yeah. Like you don't eat this. But
they order up, and you could tell when you with those girls too. That's like, oh yeah, can I get this? I
don't do that. I'm definitely not that.
We're not saying you are.
No, I'm just saying I just don't. Yeah. I don't believe in
first date.
What about it?
First date. Mm-hmm. Brother takes you to where? Where are we gonna say, Mr. Child? No.
Felipe. You go Felipe's.
You can go to Felipe, but let's just say you're at
restaurant.
Let's say you're at Maestro's, right?
Okay.
Go to Maestro's.
Maestro's.
And he says, "What do you want? What do you order?"
It depends on my mood. So sometimes, like,
you get a mood on the first date
because she know the match. She know the menu.
It's hard for me to say. No,
that's one thing I do. If I take a chick out to like a nice dinner, whatever, white cloth dinner, if she knows the menu, I'm like.
But maybe that's her level, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but if it's like, it's a certain thing. Like Ashley, I get Ashley, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I would approach Ashley with that mindset. The one, like, I know what type of car she has. I know what type of standard she has. I know. So you have to approach it with that. I'm not gonna come short. I'm not gonna come like, hey, look. I just want to spend some time with you. Let's go to McDonald's and like no, because that's not her. But if you coming in, if you coming in an '89 Honda Civic, you know, you putting up an '89 Honda Civic and you know, a dress from Rainbow or something like that, like. And you know the menu of, and you know,
absolutely,
and you know the menu of like.
Look, if she got Rainbow and she don't know the menu, it's not possible.
But no, hey, that means it's a different situation. That means I'm like, okay, what you like? What are you really doing?
Let me comfort you with this though. No dude would meet you and think Starbucks or anything. Like
Absolutely.
That. Like when I would date girls. Like, so for instance, my wife and I, it wasn't on some like. She was coming to the Improv to have a good time because she already went to the Improv.
Okay.
But the girls in certain places that I knew I was going to have to spend coin on, I was just like, forget it.
Yeah.
That's not on my level right now. And I'm not forget it. So, trust me, a lot of guys have forgotten you.
That's true.
A lot of guys are like, nah, I'm good. But the ones who get through, they take you there.
Yeah. And that's definitely true, though. Like, you have to know what level you're at before...
This guy did tell me that. I was at a friend's birthday party at what was it? Tiffany's on
Sunset or Vine.
Whatever
Tiffany's
it is.
on Vine.
Yeah, and he was like, you know, I would try to talk to you, but my credit score is not high enough.
Oh wow!
And I was like, what? He was like, I'm being dead serious, and I was like, huh?
He came with the loser approach. Huh?
Yeah.
It's the what is it called? It's the
victim.
Yeah. It's the.
I just laughed.
That's what
that was his goal. Yeah, that was his goal, was to make you laugh.
Maybe I can laugh my way up in this.
That was it. But anyways, back to your story. I don't know how we got
your story was great.
No, it's the predates that y'all throw me off with, because I hear too many guys talk about these predates. Like, wait a second.
I just like to really get to know a girl before I really, really invest my time into the person.
I understand the time, like, but I still feel like you should take her to somewhere.
Yeah. No, I don't mind. Like,
fancy, did you just say?
No, I said somewhere worth going
somewhere, it was under your breath.
But it has to be somewhere worth going, you know, to her. Like, really. Like, because I do like eating, like fine dine eating and stuff like that. But I'm not going to just take a chick I just met.
We don't always eat at those kind of places. We don't always eat at those kind of places at all.
So what about Chipotle?
Yeah, we'll go to Chipotle and grab... No.
Wow.
No, that is not acceptable.
What if you bought flowers on the first date?
Okay, if I wear flip flops and chipped toenail polish, is that okay?
No, what does that have to do with?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm so confused right now.
No, I'm just saying. My point is, bring your best. Bring your best to the table. Like, bring some quality.
It's honestly,
I think it's all about the presentation.
Not in women's favor. We know that it's 8-1.
Oh, what as far as what men to women?
Yeah, men and women.
That's if that you need me.
I always tell, and I hear black men say this all the time. I hear black.
If it was a real feminist on the stage right now, I just hear, "We need you.
You absolutely.
We don't need you."
But listen to what I'm saying. I always hear black men say that, especially in LA. There's a shortage of good black men.
Brothers, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm open to your Asian peer.
You should be.
I'm open to your Hispanic peer. I'm open to your white peer. Black women do not limit yourself.
That's why I like my white girls and my Latino girls,
and that's fine.
And my Asian girls.
And so when I walk in with Hector, don't be mad.
I'm not.
Or when I walk in with Tommy, don't be mad.
Why?
No,
as long as they're not cornballs, that's great.
No, because I feel like brothers do give black women a hard time when they, like, for example,
women give.
No.
That's why people just walk away.
It's definitely the opposite.
Serena Williams got the side eye from you guys. Yes.
No.
The side eye from who?
From a lot of guys.
I don't know one person.
Williams, it's gotten the eyes.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
No, but you know how she's engaged to the
Reddit, the guy, the white boy from
he's
Reddit.
a white guy.
Reddit from the
he created Reddit. No, he created Reddit.
Oh, Reddit. Oh, I thought you said
not Reddick.
Oh, I mean, I don't. That's fine.
Yeah,
I don't care about that because I've gotten to a place where, in life, it's something about when you get married, all the trivial things go away because you realize all of this. Oh, I'm dating somebody because of what everybody else is going to think. When you're with that person for 90% of your time alone doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
At all. You better get with somebody that you love and that you can be around by yourself forever.
And that's why I take it slow in the beginning. Why dive into it and try to spend all that time, you know?
Okay.
You get it?
No.
Nope.
I still don't get it. Still don't agree.
I mean, but you're fine. You're.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Your aura is blocking broke brothers off. So you got repellent. You got broke brother repellent on like some fine perfume.
Oh,
What's
Lord.
That? Broke nigga. That's what that is.
Whatever.
Broke nigga repellent.
All right, so you have some cool stuff coming up, Aaron. You're working with Laugh Mob on a series that's airing on True TV.
Yeah.
What's that about? That comes out this fall.
That comes out this fall.
What's that about?
And basically what they're doing, they're taking our like best bits and reenacting them in the form of like a short basically. And so I'll have parts in there and where I'm acting, and it's really just taking. So I can't tell you which bits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's cool, man. It'll give it's some good exposure and just a really good idea. So shout out to Laugh Mob for that. They also put me on TV for We Got Next that I did a couple years ago.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay, and you're working on a film. On the script, or have you guys started filming yet?
Script. Yeah, I finished the script over and over and over again. So I finally finished the final edit, 109 pages. It's it's a drama about. It's basically like my basketball career, greatly embellished. Though I wasn't that good, but this dude is a phenom who comes in the game. A good dude, grew up in church, just a nice guy. Wet behind the ears, because that's kind of how I went to college. Like I was a virgin until I was a cocky virgin too. I was like, I'm not having sex with nobody. Get away from my that dude.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
Wow.
Like 19 and a half.
19 and a half.
I lasted what was I, 19? Yeah, I lasted a semester.
All that went out
they
the
were
door.
throwing it at you.
Yeah, they used to make fun of me. My teammates was like, "You gonna come dust," all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yep," but I'm going to heaven. And then one day I got curious, and it was a wrap.
It was a wrap.
And so I basically combined my story with my other boys who like went to the league and stuff there, like how it was for them.
Yeah.
And basically this kid goes from being good. His character arc is incredible. He goes from being this good, nice kid to being jaded by the NCAA. And it's a really big hit because the NCAA is vicious, man. And right now, people need to know that what's really going on, you know. And what's happening is they take these brothers out the hood, man, and put all these rules on them to basically keep them confined. And that's why when you see cats going to the league early, they got to. They're not giving it. How can you tell somebody you got to show up at this expensive award banquet, but he can't afford a suit?
And nobody could gift it to him.
You know what I mean? And no one can give it to him. His parents live. And so it's all that. It goes through some crazy stuff. Like his pastor, he finds out is his father.
Oh my
God.
Because his father shot, because the pastor ended up shooting him, didn't know, and had to give him blood to keep him living. Goes through some. So imagine you find out your pastor is really your dad. Your mom was lying the whole time, and she holier than thou. So he like, man, forget them church folks. And that's where a lot of people are on right now because people are lying and keeping stuff.
Yep.
And just goes ham. He doing coke. He doing it all. And you see that a lot. In sports, it's just not really talked about because they try to keep the sport clean. But
Right.
nah, that's not what it is. So he goes basically from great kid to jaded, messed up, all the way to trying to find himself and trying to come back to the good side he needs to be on. So it's dope. I shared it with a lot of people. They're ready to go. So we're about to actually start pitching here the beginning of June.
Nice.
And so got that. I'm also writing a 1-hour drama. It's a comedy drama, so dramedy, with a writing partner. His brother's incredible. Actually, people that have been under his tutelage, a couple of them are with Issa Rae now.
Nice.
Couple of them are, I think, writing on Scandal. The brother's pen is dope. He actually created the Snickers wrapper. He's like a genius. Yeah.
Oh, like he created the graphics for it? Like the design?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bred it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Forever. Yeah, he's straight.
So I'm flying out to New York so we can get going. He also has God Can brand. I don't know if you ever seen those sweaters or sweatshirts.
God Can,
God Can. He created that.
Wow.
It's great, man. And we've been writing back and forth and doing the beats, the beat sheets and stuff. And so we're going hard with it to be ready to pitch. Like, so I can't talk about that one, but this is heat. Everybody we've pitched it to is like, yo, we need to see something ASAP.
Wow.
Let's go. So,
wow. Congratulations on that. Congratulations in advance on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I received that.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
You are so silly. And then, speaking of New York, you're touring there in June, right?
Yeah, in June I go out there. I'll be touring, and then I think I head out west. I'm in Washington,
Seattle.
No,
Washington,
like up though. Yeah,
okay.
Going up.
Way
going
up
yonder.
Okay.
No, Oregon. I'm sorry. I'm in
Oregon. Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The Pacific Northwest.
It's so
gorgeous.
beautiful. It's like scary pretty.
It's serenity. Like every time I'm out there, I just like walk.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, I think I walked like 3 miles just walking.
Seattle's beautiful.
And breathing.
I love Seattle. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Tacoma. It was racist, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. Had a. It's no joke.
They didn't welcome you. It wasn't a warm welcome.
It wasn't warm. It was lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
Tepid welcome.
Yeah, I got a pretty good welcoming in Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle. Yes.
Yeah, Seattle's nice.
Tacoma is like
it's
different
the
story.
Outskirts.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, man, I'll be out there, and then we come back through. So yeah, now my daughter. I said that to myself when my daughter's born. She gets 3, I'll get back out and get going. And so now we have the support. My mother-in-law lives here with us in LA. She's out here now, and so
dope.
Nice. So you guys have help with the baby.
Help with the baby. That's so important.
Is your wife still acting?
Yeah, she's an actress and a dancer as well. She's gearing up to hopefully, fingers crossed, to dance with Janet on her last.
Okay.
I hope she gets it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. She's doing everything she can. We had a radio show called Venus and Mars together that we will be resurrecting soon because we actually have a television show. Based on that. That's what it came from. We already have that written. Like it's done in the can. So,
Yeah, I heard a little bit about Venus and Mars. I want to see that.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
It's gonna be fun. It's basically like Chappelle show meets couples.
Okay.
And so it's Key and Peele sketch stuff like that. So my wife, and I would host it, and it's really just about. Basically, I got it from when I first started dating my wife or whatever, and we was in sin. Let's just be honest. So,
you guys were in sin?
Yeah, we was in sin. Like, so we was laying there, and she's like, "I hate the way you like roll all over the bed," because I guess I was a wild sleeper.
Yeah,
I was like, "I'm not." She's like, "You are." She's like, "I wish I could record you," and I was like, "Ding." That's where all my ideas come from, like conversation. Yeah, and I start writing.
Those are always the best.
Yeah, and it's just about like. Men and women, the things we go through in relationships. That's it. The ups and downs, so that's a sketch. We got so many different kinds of sketches, and it's just a sketch show. But it's really gonna, I believe, bring out the annoyances in couples. Yeah. But also show us those are really minute in the scheme of where you're trying to go. So there's always a message in everything that I do.
Love that. Love that. Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Mr. Aaron Edwards Hall.
I love how she says.
I have to make sure I say it because I feel like I'm going to mess it up.
Aaron Hall.
I just want to say Aaron Hall.
I like the cadence.
I used to love Aaron Hall.
Yeah.
When I was
there you go.
There you go.
I should have put that on the playlist today.
Yeah, thank you for not.
Hey, it's your song.
Right. Oh, not you. Wrong Aaron Hall. Neesin?
What's up?
Do you want to share with us who you're crushing on? Neesin has a Woman Crush Wednesday.
Uh-oh.
every week.
A different one?
Every week it's a different lady.
Every week it's a different lady.
Okay.
He shocks me.
Yes. I shock you.
Every week it's always someone interesting.
Yeah. So
to say the least.
this lovely lady is JoJo Offerman. So JoJo Offerman was
He's about
a
to Google.
former.
You don't have to go. You can look right there.
Picture right there. So JoJo Offerman was a
Don't say too much, Aaron.
I didn't say nothing.
She tried to save you. That's all.
I'm trying to save you.
But she was a former wrestler, now ring announcer. Her dad, she's actually the daughter of I forgot his name, but he's a famous Dodger baseball player. Offerman, that was his last name.
Okay.
So she grew up out here, but man, sorry.
He needs some water, brother.
Yeah. No. But so I realized I got to know who JoJo was from wrestling. I'm a big wrestling fan.
Okay.
And I thought it was dope. She's 5'2", like little petite, and she was doing all these moves. I'm like, damn, like that'd be dope if she could ever make it. WWE signed her.
Wow.
She went through developmental. They realized that she will be better as a ring announcer. One, she's 5'2", so she makes everybody look giant, like a giant. Right. And I think they just saw more potential in that as the women division got better, and all the other women some other women that are named before as my WCWs. So now she's actually taken. So I'm not gonna go real hard. And
who she with?
She actually with. So I don't know.
Nick Cannon, somebody.
Nah, she's with actually a white boy. She's with Vader. I don't know if you guys know, is an old wrestler named Vader. He's a big guy that wore a mask, but she's with his son. His son used to be in developmental. So usually around like wrestlers, you see wrestlers dating wrestlers because again, you spend so much time together, and they're all in Orlando, at the Performance Center down there. So, but on top of that, man, she's just like she's an amazing singer. I went to SummerSlam 2014. And she opened the show. She sung the national anthem, and that's when I was like, "Oh my God!" Like killed it.
Wow,
killed it. Like, and I'm like, "Yo!" And we're in front of 20,000 people,
right.
And it's just this little girl with this big, and her voice is big, and I'm like, "Yo!" Like, she needs to really. And so just seeing the going from wrestling to having wrestling talent, having the athlete talent, to having the announcing talent, because it is a talent. Like, you have to know everybody's weight, everybody's size, everybody's, the name. You have to pronounce it right. You have to do this. You're doing this 5 nights a week. You're traveling and no cue cards. It's not like you can read it there. You have to say it, and then you're doing it live on television 2 to 3 times a night. So for you to do all these things, and then on top of that have this amazing voice, it's like, I was like, damn, like, this is an amazing woman. Like, she's dope,
should have invited her to Starbucks.
Right, should have invited her. Should have invited her. Hey, she's from Toluca Lake, so should have. Doesn't look like what.
Nothing.
She likes Starbucks?
No.
Nah, probably not. She comes from a family of a famous athlete, so I doubt she'll take a Starbucks date.
A predate.
The predate, yeah. So I should have just slid in her DMs early. That's all. My fault.
You're a little too late.
A little too late, and plus I'm not 6 foot plus, 250 pounds.
That's what her boyfriend is.
Yeah. I'm a small wrestler, not a big wrestler.
Well, shout out to JoJo.
Yeah, shout out to JoJo.
What I was gonna say before you saved me was I was laughing because my boy, that's the first time I saw her was like an hour earlier. My boy had tweeted a picture of her. It was like a seductive picture.
Oh, JoJo.
And
of that girl?
Yeah. And
that's so strange.
She had a like a Starbucks cup in her hand, and he was like, "What kind of tea is that?"
Right. I just wonder what type of tea that is. That's all.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but she's dope, man. She's dope.
And then you had an honorable mention, right?
Oh, who was honorable mention?
I believe it was Mila J.
Oh, Mila J is always my honorable mention.
She was hugging what was that, a banana? A gold
that a compliment?
banana?
Mila J is
always my third.
Oh yeah,
loves that girl.
Mila J is always my she knows that's a person that actually knows. Like,
so you know Janine Aiko, right?
Yes,
that's her sister.
Janae. Oh, that's her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's her older sister.
Can she sing too?
She can.
She can. She's
a singer. Yeah, but she's like. But yeah, she knows that I'm always messing with her and stuff. So like that's different. But she's always honorable mention.
Oh yeah, she's tough.
Yeah, Miss Mila.
All right then.
Miss Jamila. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Jamila, but it's gonna change the Williams. We
What,
talked about this already.
There you go. That's
No, their name is it's like Chow Mushkado or something like that. Oh. Their last name.
So where did Ayeko come from?
Janae Aiko. I think that's her middle name. Because Mila, so Jamila, that's why I call her Mila J. She just took the J and put it at the end.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So then the Janae is Janae, and then they have a younger sister. I forgot her name. I forget her or whatever. But yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we get into scoop news really quick before we run out of time? Yeah. Thank you, Neesin, for sharing your crushes for the week.
Yeah, I gotta.
They're cute girls.
Cute girls, right? Yeah. Cute, powerful women that's doing big things. That's all
doing their
about.
thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you guys hear about this Aaron Hernandez conviction being overturned or dismissed by the judge? Did you know about that, Aaron?
Talking about a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they just overturned it the other day.
But they knew they were going to overturn it before he died. He found out.
So, Aaron Hernandez committed suicide.
Suicide, right.
Mm-hmm. So, the conviction for the murder of Odin Lloyd has been officially dismissed by the judge. The case went before the court in Massachusetts on Tuesday. And Aaron's team, Hernandez's team, I should say, argued that the conviction cannot stand because he had not exhausted all of his appeals before his death. So the doctrine is called abatement ab initio. Like all those legal terms are all Latin. But so the prosecutors argued against it. They claimed that Aaron knew about the rule and used it as a loophole to get the millions from his Patriots. Yeah, from his Patriots payoff. So the evidence that the prosecutors presented to the judge wasn't sufficient in the judge's opinion. Right. So they used the letter that he wrote to his fiance, and there's a part in the letter that says "you're rich," like take care of X, Y, and Z, and then he said "you're rich." So the prosecutors say that he knew about it and that his conviction should not be erased. Long story short, his conviction was erased, and now she's going to get all that money.
Yeah.
So he did it to take care of his family. What do you think about
that? I mean, I don't want to talk about what I think about suicide to be biblically.
Right.
It ain't worth it to me.
Right. But
forever is a long time. But
go to hell right now.
Yeah, I honestly don't. Although yes, they did get the money. I don't find anything noble about suicide.
Okay,
I just don't.
Yeah, a lot of people are giving him credit. They're like, wait a second, this guy is a killer.
Yeah, we give anything credit that we like.
So they said before he died that it was going to get dismissed. They're like he was going to get off, and so that's why it was so confusing because the ESPN kept saying it. I was like, that's why it's so confusing that he committed suicide. That's why why did he commit suicide? It was no reason why for him to commit suicide.
Because he was because they were appealing.
Yeah, and it wasn't for sure. There's no 100% that he's gonna get off.
Right, but the lawyer's like it was all high hopes. Like everything was looking great, and he was like, even the lawyer talked to him the day before or something like that. I was like, yeah, like everything was great, everything's blah, I'm like, okay, cool.
Well, I kind of I substitute teach in the prison system, and they always think like, oh man, yeah, okay, my lawyer said, and then they come back with the sad face,
right?
And the judge is like, oh, yeah, 30 years.
Now, Aaron Hernandez didn't just have any lawyer, though. He probably had a top lawyer.
But it's a national case. So it's even harder than these do. Like, it's a national case where there's no jury that hasn't seen what he's been about. I mean, the dude shot other people before. It's on
But he got
record.
off on those.
Exactly. But if the people who are going to be the jury already know that you're
if they're already preconditioned.
It's...
I just don't like when I heard the story, and something still is just it's fishy. Like I don't feel like he committed suicide. Like I just don't like. If he did commit suicide, it wasn't for the reason of the money. Like
it was because he couldn't take the fact that
it was something. Yeah, it was something else with it. I don't think it was the reason of money. Just because you don't, even if you're in jail. and the way it's a number of things. Just from seeing it from afar, the way you look, like you can't. If you're my wife or my daughter or whatever, and I love you, even though I'm in jail, I'm not going to commit suicide to now you're permanently scarred. For like, because if I commit suicide, it's gonna be on national news. It's gonna be your life is gonna be torn apart. Like everybody's gonna try to pick and prod and this and that. Like I'm not gonna put that unless I'm just that much of a selfish person. But the way if he loves his wife that much and loves his daughter that much, you don't take that extra step and put him through that. And I mean, the money can't heal all of those wounds.
Right. That's definitely not.
Because they're gonna be there forever. His daughter was 3 or 4 or something like that. Like,
shoot, we talking about the same person who is running around like he's poor, doing stuff that poor people he's rich. Just signed a $45 million contract, and you're even if you are about that life. You supposed to have little homies putting in that kind of work, not you.
Absolutely,
that's weird.
That is very weird. You're right.
That's a habit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's what they talk about. Nature
of habit.
Sport. Yeah, he was more happy living the thug life quote than he was about his real. Well, but they were both real, but than he was about being in the NFL and being successful. He was more happy with his friends thinking he was keeping it real.
Right. Yeah.
Well, speaking of strange occurrences, did you guys hear about this story with Diddy and the personal chef?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
You don't buy it?
Man.
You don't think it's real?
If Diddy want to walk around with his balls out in his house, he can do it.
Yeah.
It's his house.
I agree with that part. But some of the stuff that she said that he was doing, he was showing off his manhood, which
because he got fired.
Which chef was it?
It was just a personal chef. You know his chefs?
I know his chef.
Okay,
I know his chef that was there for years, but I don't know. I don't think it's her. I don't think it's Chef. I don't want to say her name, but I don't think it's her.
Okay, so they're saying that.
I'm about to text her.
Okay. Oh, her name is Cindy.
Oh no, it's not her then.
Okay,
Cindy. Well, yeah, Chef. Shout out to Chef Danielle. You're amazing.
Cindy Ruda says that she was regularly summoned to serve Diddy and his guests while they engaged in or immediately following sexual activity.
Because who isn't hungry?
Yes, that's yes. Right.
Okay, what's next? You know what I mean?
She said at least on one occasion, Diddy was still naked when she entered the room and asked if she liked what she saw.
His room? Did she not? Did she
I
not?
feel like
One, she's not gonna get anything because she had to break a non-disclosure. That's uno.
She didn't sign it.
She didn't sign it.
She didn't sign a non-disclosure?
No, she didn't sign it.
Somebody's getting fired.
She already got fired.
No.
Somebody else
in his camp is getting fired that didn't have her sign a non-disclosure.
Yeah, definitely.
How long was she? When did she get fired?
When did she quit? A year ago.
Yeah, because it has to be within 2 years or something to file that lawsuit. Well, no.
Come on, man. You got fired.
So she's suing for wrongful termination.
For what? What?
Sexual harassment and violation of a whistleblower protection.
More money, more problems.
Violation of a whistleblower protection.
I guess TMZ reached out to Diddy's reps, but nobody responded. I feel like he's not going to respond to that.
No, he shouldn't.
You don't let that go under the table. Let his team of lawyers fight that, and it'll just go back and forth.
He's going to end up having to give her some money just because it's bad PR. That's
some hush money.
Shut up money, yeah.
Yeah, hush money. Yeah. Bye.
Then he's going to rap about
Cindy.
it.
Then he gonna rap about it.
Well, he gonna have somebody write a rap about it.
Right.
You don't write rhymes, you write checks, ladies and gentlemen.
True.
Hello. All right, so speaking of lawyers and attorneys, Miss Phaedra Parks from Housewives of Atlanta. You watch? Does your wife watch that show?
She used to, yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch it as much anymore.
Yeah, it's not
it's a little messy. But Phaedra Parks supposedly won't be showing her face on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Terrible picture.
She's been fired for spreading, reportedly, let me say this, been fired for spreading rumors and lies about cast members conspiring to rape.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Let me give you guys the scoop.
Please.
So Phaedra said that Kandi and her husband they were conspiring to drug and rape Portia. So they were gonna drug Portia and then basically rape her or force her to have sex with them, like a threesome kind of type of deal. Kandi denied it. And during the last episode of the recent reunion show that they had, it came out that Phaedra was the one that started the lie. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Phaedra is an attorney.
Oh, okay.
So everyone was really... Candy was upset because the lie came out. It's a lie against her. She's a businesswoman. She doesn't want that kind of, press. So it was like a dramatic night. Candy was crying. Portia was crying. Everybody was crying on set. And Phaedra was sitting there like with the kind of like a stone face. She wasn't really worried about it. So now Phaedra's coming out and saying that one of the producers told her the lie and she just repeated it. But no one's buying it. And actually a man is coming out now trying to get Phaedra disbarred for starting that lie.
Gossiping.
Not even for gossiping, but she basically said that somebody was plotting to rape someone else.
Bad.
That's super bad.
But did she say that publicly?
Yeah. She told Portia that, and then...
No, I mean, not told her. Like, did she, like, publicly on Instagram?
No, she didn't say it publicly on air.
So she told her friend that.
So she told Portia, like, hey, this is what... Like,
That's hearsay.
How can she prove...
that's hearsay.
Yeah, like...
I don't know how that's going to be proved. I don't even think that's going to... I don't think it's going to see the light of day legally, but she's risking losing her position on Real Housewives.
For some reason, I just feel like this is a storyline.
Right.
Like,
they should thank her.
Right.
But they're saying... But Bravo's actually saying... Because the show's on Bravo. Bravo's actually saying that.
This is not a storyline.
Well, no. They said they haven't... They have not made any casting decisions for the next season.
That means she'll be there.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think it is a storyline. Good point, guys.
That's why it's annoying.
All right. So we're running out of time. Aaron, where can people keep up with you and what you have going on? And
yes. You guys can hit me on Twitter or Instagram, social media, same handle at AE Comedy. Or on Facebook, it's Aaron Edwards Hall. Got to say the whole thing. Or you could also hit us up for Good News GNN. That's Good News GNN. Or my website, AaronEdwardsHall.com.
Aaron Edwards Hall.
AaronEdwardsHall.com. Absolutely.
Right. Cool. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely. I had a ball.
I had fun with you, too.
It's fun.
Super fun. Neesin?
Yes.
Where can people find you?
Stay Fly Life. Shout out to Issa Rae, actually. Just reminded me. I worked on Insecure on Friday. And
dope.
Yeah. She remembered me from back in the day. So we've been in contact on some stuff. So
acting?
Shout out to her. Acting. Yeah. Acting.
Nice.
Acting. And music. So we'll have some tracks on
Hopefully
there.
You'll have some,
some tracks on there this season.
Nice.
So it's a good look. So shout out to her, man.
All right.
Shout out to her. Stay Fly Life, though.
Stay Fly Life
Instagram.
on everything.
Instagram.
Are you on everything?
I am. I mean, I have the Wire of Twitter page, but Stay Fly Life on Instagram. Find me there.
Okay, cool.
And get I'ma Be Something. Download it. Stream it.
Oh yeah, you need to bring that track on the scoop.
I mean, you don't have it?
No, you gave it to me, but we need to be able to play. It needs to be in a form where we can play it on air, silly.
I have the MP3 for you.
All right.
Man,
all right.
You got another follower, brother. Got you.
All right. Go handle that right now.
Thanks so much, you guys, for tuning into the
Give
scoop.
Yours.
My handles are Ms. Ashley Marie on Instagram, and that's MIZZ, Ashley spelled traditionally, and then Marie. And the scoop is the Scoop on Air on Instagram, Facebook, everything. So yeah, that's it. You have anything else you want to say? Any closing remarks? Neesin?
Oh, no, I'm good. Hey, go get I'ma Be Something. Download it. iTunes, Spotify, Twitter, Tidal. I personally like Tidal. So go get it. Get it now.
All right,
now.
You guys.
Now.
Okay. I think they get the point.
Now.
We'll close out with, what song do we have to close out? Oh, this is Sabrina Claudio. This is the song I've been telling you guys about. It's called Confidently Lost.
Confidently Lost.
Yeah.
I like the title.
It's a really pretty song. You'll enjoy it. I'll see you guys next week here on The Scoop.
Check that Timberland.